Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notification.
A major challenge confronting states in the Niger Delta over the years has been the high cost of infrastructure development in the region. In this report and narrowing down to Bayelsa State, our correspondent takes a look at how the region's peculiar terrain makes infrastructure development more difficult and expensive than what is obtainable in other parts of Nigeria.
The Niger Delta region is the delta of the Niger River, sitting directly on the Gulf of Guinea along the Atlantic coast in Nigeria. It is the largest wetland in Africa and the third largest mangrove forest in the world. Owing to its peculiar terrain, the Niger Delta has become the most difficult part of Nigeria to embark on infrastructural projects. This was the position of Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doye Diri while giving account of the state's appropriation of 13% oil derivation backlog in November last year.
The 1 kilometer road we built in Yenagoa is more than 3-4 kilometers road that is built elsewhere. The capital projects that we carry out in this state extensively, it's more than some 3-4 flyovers put together. And so for those who are doubting, please go to our financial monthly briefings, transparency briefings, and up until today, Bayelsa State remains the only state that monthly briefs the state of how much comes into the state and how much is expended.
On another occasion, Bayelsa State's Deputy Governor, Senator Lawrence Erujakpo, had claimed that the cost of infrastructure development was far higher in the state and the rest of the Niger Delta than other parts of Nigeria.
They have seen that construction in Bayelsa here is more repulsive and more resistant and more difficult. The project here was initially built for 2.5 billion, but after the flood of 2012, there was a redesign, and that is what we passed through to make projects available to us. So while it will cost them maybe 2 billion to construct what we have been done in Anambra and Zamfara, here it cost them about 3.9 billion naira, including the furnishing.
Senator Erujakpo's claim is not without basis. The Niger Delta region, particularly Bayelsa, Rivers and Delta states, sits on swampy lands that are almost permanently inundated by water. During road construction, for instance, it requires a total or partial removal of undesirable swampy soil, which is usually replaced with large deposits of sand. In a very challenging terrain like Bayelsa State, where several communities lie below sea level, it takes longer time to achieve soil stabilization during road construction. Immediate past president of the Nigerian Institute of Surveyors and Estate Valuers, Imawike, agrees that infrastructure development in the Niger Delta is quite a daunting task.
Here in Niger Delta, you find out that the soil is patchy. And because the soil is patchy, it's going to cost you more money. Because you have to remove the topsoil. And when you remove the subsoil, the subsoil that is after it is also marshy. And you cannot lay tiles on those marshes. It means that you have to construct another layer that will make the foundation very solid for you to be able to put the tiles. While in other zones or in other states of the nation, they don't have the kind of soil we have. So at the end of the day, the construction work or the construction cost is lesser in other states like Nigeria.
The challenge of infrastructure development notwithstanding, the Niger Delta is in dire need of accelerated development to sustain peace and security in the region. This would definitely require the renewed commitment of government at all levels to meet the growing needs of many blighted communities in Nigeria's oil belts.
Inside the Niger Delta,